Hello everyone, my name is Adele and this is Rebecca, and for our presentation we decided to document our experience participating in a Harry Styles fan club.
So who is Harry Styles? I'm sure we all know who he is, but just in case anyone doesn't, Harry Styles is a singer and songwriter who first became popular when he auditioned on the UK X Factor in 2010, where he was placed into a boy group known as One Direction. They went their separate ways a few years ago and he's now a solo artist. So far, he's achieved many things on his own, such as being the first man to appear on the Vogue cover, which you can see in the picture on the right. He wore a dress which sparked controversy as people believed that he was going against masculinity. But Harry lives by his own rules, which is one thing I love about him. He has also recently expanded his horizons by appearing in some movies. What does it mean to be a fan? Fans are people with a common interest who create a community which revolves around a shared sense of purpose. Fans are an example of participatory culture. They build a community such as a fan club in order to express themselves and share their creations as well as artistic expressions such as fan videos. Being a fan helps like-minded people to connect and allows people to escape from the real world for just a few minutes. They have built a safe space to speak about things they love the most without judgment. It becomes a part of who they are as they dedicate their life to posting about what or who they love. Here are a few examples of what fans post on the page. They keep each other up to date with things about Harry, such as his new music and whether he has won an award he's been nominated for.
So next we'd like to cover why we chose Facebook as our platform. So because it has a huge user base of 2.7 billion users, this is ideal for post distribution as we can ensure more people will see it. It's also an easy to navigate platform, and by using a group, you can be certain that your post will show up on someone's timeline instead of hoping that someone will come across it. Being a part of a club establishes a sense of community, which encourages people to interact. More targeted content contributes to a feeling of closeness, and it's unlikely that you'll run into haters or spam who can make people less inclined to share. And finally, the notifications allow us to be more active because we get alerts whenever we receive likes or comments, which keeps us coming back. Next, I'd like to cover a little bit about what participatory culture means. So according to Jenkins, it can be defined by 5 points: the ability to easily engage, strong and open support, some type of informal mentorship, members who believe their contributions are important, and finally, members have a social connection with each other and care about other members' opinions.
We both love Harry Styles, which influenced our decision to participate in this fan club on Facebook. We chose to participate in 2 different fan clubs to see if we would receive the same feedback. We decided on these 2 specific fan clubs as they had the most members and were active daily. Therefore, we thought joining these would give us feedback and allow us to interact with other fans. Before being accepted into the club, we could not see the posts. We had to request to join and fill out a couple of questions about Harry, such as his birthday and his favorite color, which suggests they only want true fans in the club. When posting on the page, it had to first be accepted by the administrator to ensure the rules of the page were being followed. There are specific guidelines for each group, such as members are only allowed to post pictures of Harry Styles and you must be kind to others. Despite the difference in the number of members, we each received positive feedback from both.
So interactions, I was actually surprised by how much interaction we got considering we were new members. As you can see here, I have some examples of some posts that we might make, comments and whatnot. For all the groups we participated in, interaction was there, but it seemed kind of surface level. And what I mean by that, for example, is when questions were asked, people generally seemed to give their own answers to the question and move on, rather than interacting with other people in the comments and sparking discussions. And because of that, also, the interaction seemed to be mostly between the poster and the commenters and less amongst the commenters themselves. So here you can see some screenshots of Rebecca trying to engage with some of the comments, but for the most part, we would get likes and no real responses in these. So this just shows the extent of the interaction that we observe.
Before posting, we spent a couple days viewing other posts so we could participate appropriately in the fan culture. The screenshot on the left shows my first post in the fan club. Within minutes of posting, I received many comments with pictures of Harry from other fans. Even though it said I was a new member and my account was not a Harry Styles fan account, they were still accepting and engaged with my posts. The group has a feature where fans can create or join watch parties for award shows or new music videos, which allows them to experience the joy of Harry together. Although we do not know each other personally, it felt as if we were all connected. The screenshot on the right shows my second post, which surprisingly received many likes. Many fans commented their favorite songs, even though they were not obligated to do so. This shows how inclusive and engaging the fan club is. Despite not knowing these people personally, they still treat each other with kindness. Some fans posted fan fiction that they wrote or drawings of Harry, and the other fans were very supportive and encouraging. Everyone's opinions and expressions were welcomed in the group, and some people even asked others for advice. Our goal was to interact at least once a day with whether that be posting something or leaving a comment. Here are some examples of the content I posted in the fan club. These are the posts I received the most feedback on in terms of likes. I did not expect to get so much likes considering I was still a new member. I found that posting pictures of Harry or asking an engaging question, such as what their favorite song by Harry is, got more likes and comments. It was pretty easy to come up with things to post, as just posting a picture of Harry with a simple caption such as, "I love his smile," received so many likes. After receiving this much feedback, I continued to post more. Adele posted in a group with many members and did not receive as much feedback as she did from the others. This may be due to the fact that there are so many members and this group mainly posted pictures of Harry rather than asking questions. Her post in a different fan club received positive feedback as there were less members, so it was easier to engage with others.
So how did this experience make us feel? Luckily, both Rebecca and I had similar positive experiences. It was a little bit intimidating at first because there were so many members, so we weren't sure what to expect, especially since we haven't been in a group like this before. But I never felt out of place or unwelcome, so we came to enjoy the sense of identity that being a part of this group gave us. Also, as you can see on the right, Rebecca gained the status of rising star because the posts that she made within the first month of joining got the most engagement. This made us feel extremely happy and persuaded us to continue to post in order to improve our status. The status Rebecca received also acted as physical evidence that her contributions to the group meant something and that her attempts to interact were paying off. We overall felt accepted by the fan base and have positive connotations with the experience.
Overall, we enjoyed being a part of the Harry Styles fan club. This was a different experience which allowed us to gain insight on how important fan culture can be to some people. We felt very welcomed into the community from the likes and the comments of other fans. We both received positive engagement through our posts and interactions with other fans. It was exciting to post about Harry and connect with other Harry Styles fans, considering that we both love him ourselves. This was an eye-opening experience as we've both never been part of an official fan club, so seeing the kinds of things people post about and comment was very interesting. Also, seeing how serious people took being part of a fan club, such as asking for tattoo ideas or advice, was very fascinating as we never expected a fan club to be so intimate. The fans are very caring and supportive of each other. We expected to see some people arguing over him, but we did not see that at all. Even though there were many group members, we still made connections and felt as if we were unified by our passions.
So what did we learn? Throughout this project, we learned the importance of participatory culture and how a sense of community allows people to express themselves in ways that they might not be able to in everyday life. The media can sometimes portray fan culture as extreme or something only teenage girls are involved in, but in reality, being a fan is an inclusive experience where people feel supported by those with similar interests. Also, we learned that fan culture builds identity because being a part of a group validates parts of yourself that you might not get validation from anywhere else because it's a completely unique experience. And fan clubs also give you permission to be who you want to be because you have a whole bunch of people backing you up.
This experience relates to the documentary Generation Like. As mentioned in the video, the more followers and likes you see from others, the more likely you'll be persuaded to post more content as it becomes very addicting. This is exactly what we experienced, as the more likes we received, the more involved we became and inclined we felt to post.